Hi guys, DeVonish from DeVine Property Solutions. I hope you're keeping well. In today's video we're going to discuss leverage and how two types of leverage can really maximise the profits from your property purchases. Before I go on, can I just mention I'm not a solicitor, I'm not an accountant. These are my observations and experience I've picked up over the 10 years that we've been dealing in property. So in the first example, let's assume you've got £100,000 and you buy a property for cash. So here on this first slide you can see there's a house for £100,000, you bought it for cash. And let's say over a period of time it goes up by 10%, the market goes up 10%. So your house that you bought for £100,000 is now worth £110,000. That's £10,000 equity growth. By the way, that's the same way the stock market works. If you bought £100,000 worth of stocks, and the stock market goes up by 10%, your £100,000 now worth £110,000. The same, identical, so they're equal at this point. But where you can't do with the stock market is leverage your money. So instead of using your money to buy one property, you use it as 4 25% deposits, which enables you to get 4 properties. I know you get this, but let me have a look at it on the slide. So as you can see on the slide, instead of buying one property for cash for £100,000, you've leveraged your money and bought 4 properties with a mortgage. So instead of one property going up and earning you £10,000, you've now got 4 properties going up, giving you £40,000 in equity growth. And as shown on the slide there, you also get £30,000 in equity release. Does that make sense? This leverage is why I think property is such a good investment. Can you imagine going into the bank and saying, I've got a hot tip on Morrison's shares, can you lend me £75,000? It wouldn't happen. You can't leverage shares, you can leverage property. Why do the banks leverage against property? They know it's safe, they know it's secure, they got a physical asset, they know it's going to rise in price. They're not stupid, the banks, they know what horses to back. So that's the first way we use leverage. We leverage the pound in your pocket. The second way we use leverage is the purchase price. We buy at discount, we only buy at discount. And trust me, there are a lot of people out there who are happy to sell at discount for the security, the speed and the ease of selling their property. So let's have a look what happens when you buy a property at discount. So for the same houses, you're now buying them at £80,000 each and only putting down a £20,000 deposit. Because of the discount, we can now buy 5 houses instead of 4. Now, when the market goes up by 10%, they are worth £110,000 each, just like before. And we can refinance these up to £82,500, like we could before. But because the mortgages was only £60,000, as we bought them at discount, we can now release £22,500 from each house. You can release a total of £112,500 to do it all again. So when the market goes up by 10%, you are able to get all your money back and more. So would you rather have your money sitting in stocks or shares or property when the market goes up by 10%? I know what I'd rather choose. So just to recap, to make the most out of your pound in your pocket, you use 2 types of leverage. You leverage the money in your pocket and you leverage the purchase price. You need to use these in combination to get the best effect. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you did, please like, share and tell your friends.